Wednesday. So, do you have a win? Is there something that you're celebrating that you want us to celebrate with you? Come on in, jump in, so that I can really celebrate you today. My name is Bridget O. Michaels, and I am your host for the show When Women Win on Wednesday. So, I have something that I want to share. I have my own win that I want to share. And I'm so excited. And so I am waiting for at least one or two persons to jump on so that I can share my win. Otherwise, I'll just go right in and share the win, and perhaps you can catch it. If you have any questions, this is your time to ask me. And as usual, I'm your host, Bridget O. Michaels. So, how has your week been? I guess your week has been splendid. There's so many things going on around the world. You flip on the TV, there's political news going on. But hey, yesterday was something else. If you listen to Michelle Obama's speech, oh, she was killing it. So in case you didn't do that, go watch it. Ah, hey, everyone. And so today, before I even hop on, I want to celebrate some women who have been, you know, who have played some pivotal role in my life for the past couple weeks. And the first person that I'm going to give a virtual flower today is Coach Marlene Paul. So, Coach Marlene Paul, if you are watching or you're watching the replay, know that today I'm just honoring you with your own virtual flower. You are doing a lot out there in the world. You are a wife, you are a mom, you are a coach and an awesome one at that. You are also a mentor to a mentee, and you're playing a significant role in the lives of, you know, military spouse wives. So well done, girl. And that's why I am giving you your virtual flower today. And if you are watching also, and you are Maricela Messner, I just want to say I value you. I mean, I honor you. And here is me saying, hey, take your virtual flower today, Queen. You deserve it. You do. You actually do deserve your flowers. So, who in your space, in your world, that's been doing amazing things that you really want us to give a shout out? This is opportunity. Just chat in, send their names, DM me, and I will give them virtual flowers. It is my turn to share my win. And so, if you're just right at the time, if you're just jumping on, you're just right on it. I'm about to share my win. Just wait for it. So before I do that, I'm just gonna take a sip from my drink so that you know that I'm a live person. Hey, you can see it's my kombucha. I like drinking kombucha a lot. So I'm gonna take a sip from my drink so that I can have the right volume to turn it up, because right now I'm going to turn it up. And if you know how to play a song, if you know how to drum, this is the time you give me the drum roll, because today it is my day. I'm deserving it. Yes, I deserve. I'm worthy of the win. I am going to share it with you. 1 minute. Just give me a second. Let me just take a sip. And if you have your drink at home, cheers. Hmm. I love kombucha. Okay. So I wrote my story last year and I published it. I took the bold step and I published it on Amazon. And because I love the slogan and the name of the book, I took another bolder step and I said, how about if I own it? How about if I go, what will it take for me to, trademark that phrase and that word, so that I will be the one using it? To me, trademark is not something that I know. I don't know a lot about it. If you know me, I'm not a lawyer, but I am a curious learner. I love to learn, and I'm not afraid to go off after the things that I don't know. And I'm great at asking questions for clarification when I don't know anything. I am that leader who goes out of my way to learn something so I can teach my followers. And so here I am today. Drum roll. I'm happy to announce to you, I'm so thrilled to announce to you that God Fix Your Crown is officially, legally my trademark. Yes, I own it. Just in case you've not seen this book on your Amazon field yet, hey, you better rush. Don't worry, you just hang on tight with me today, because I have a gift for you. Yes, the trademark, girl, fix your crown. I own it. I got that legally. Yes, it's been a journey. It's been a journey, and I want to really share with you the process in which I use in acquiring the mark. I know for some of you who are lawyers or attorneys are over there, you say, "Oh, that's easy peasy. I do that." But in this case, I had to file the trademark by myself, and I really did not have anybody to teach me. But I just took the bull by its horn and said, "Hey, heck, let me just do that." After all, I have my old good old friend, Mr. Google, to show me some of the things that I didn't know. And so what I did, if you hang on tight, I'm gonna share with you step by step what I do. I'll just try to keep it just brief. I'm so excited, but I'll try to keep calm while I share with you behind the scenes of what that I actually did. Yes, I'm that good. And so when I decided that I wanted to own the rights or the trademark to the book and to the name, God Fix Your Crown, I did a research, thanks to my government contracts, opportunities. Shown me a lot and taught me a lot how to research for opportunities, how to do research for whatever I want, how to research my competitors, how to research for, procurement before I go after them. So I carried over that lessons learned from my government contract to acquiring the trademark. And so whilst I was doing my research, asking Google, asking, different I still did something else. I attended a lot of their drop-in sessions. The USPTO, they had a lot of drop-in sessions that I attended. I think there were a series of like 8 to 12 classes, if I'm not mistaken. And I attended almost every single one of them because I wanted to learn, not just to learn, because I don't know if you know what being an expert is. I know a lot of you call yourself expert, but being an expert is you, if you must know, I'm also somewhere else. I'm a multiple device, sharing this because I really want every single of my audience to catch this. So while I'm on LinkedIn and I'm on YouTube, I am on Facebook, I am on Instagram, and also I am on TikTok. Oh yes, I'm everywhere because I want to share this because I think there must be just one person who's going to benefit from this. Because if there is a name, you have a company, you have a product, you have a tagline, you have a slogan that you think you really love this, and you want to know how to own it, how to own the trademark. This is what you do. How to have, to make it your legal property. This is how to do it and protect it anyway. Um, and so I went into all the USPTO drop-in sessions. I used Mr. Google to research all the things that I want. And of course, I researched to find out if there's anyone else already using the special name, girl. So typically, you know how you call girl, GIRL? I wanted to change mine to GURL. Girl, fix your crown. Just something to make it catchy so that you will never forget it, because that's what I do. When I meet with you for the first time, I want to leave a lasting impression on you, a good one. And that's what I was looking for, something that's catchy, that's easily memorable, and that's easily tied to Coach Bridget Michaels. And I came up with a girl. I changed the girl to girl. And so what I did, I searched. I searched on the Gazette to find out if there's already anyone who is using that name. Of course, there were other people that are using "Girl Fix Your Crown," but some of them were already abandoned. Most of all the trademark, for one reason or the other, they started, the process of, trademarking the name or the book or the phrase or the special character, and the process they stopped, or they discontinued, because I must tell you, it requires a lot of dedication, patience, commitment, in fact, persistence. It does. It does require all of that and many more. And to be gentle on yourself and give yourself grace during the process. And because those are the things I had to learn along the way. And so when I finally found out, okay, the mark was kind of catchy. People, a lot of people were trying to, already trademark it, but along the line they fell off. I said that would be a good one for me to use. Hey, Megan. Hey, thank you. I'm making a huge announcement. Yes, I own the legal rights to Go Fix Your Crown. I just got the trademark. I got the approval, everything. In fact, I'm sending out the publication, the press release tonight. Is dropping piping hot on all my social media handles tonight. I'm not even waiting for me to be interviewed by any magazine before I drop it first. Yes. So after I had done my homework, did all the research, and I found out that okay, yes, I can trademark it. Meanwhile, the book was already out there on sale. Hey, Bridget Kammer. Oh my goodness, you have the same name as me. That's the first time I'm seeing someone on my social media feed that has the same spelling of my name. Thank you for joining. Hey, Bridget. And so I already had the book going on Amazon, doing all the things that I needed to do. And I went on to the website. I knew it was going to cost me money. But I was ready to pay the money. But before I handed the put in my number, my check or my credit card, but I wanted to be sure what I was doing. And so I first of all looked at the database where I was supposed to enter in all the things that I needed for it. So I first of all glanced through it, did take screenshots, and then sat down to actually study them. And I thought, okay, as long as I know what category my slogan was going to be in, as long as I knew what I was going to use it for, those were the two major things for me that were priority to me that I was looking at for. And now, remember when I was doing my marketing research, not only was I searching for the name "God Fix Your Crown," if some other person already owns it, I was also searching if there was another person who uses it for the same thing that I use it for, because the God Fix Your Crown is for retreats, conference, educational programs, coaching programs, speaking engagement, and many more. And also on my brand merchandise. And so I was looking for people who already had all of those things. And also I was looking for any special character. And that's why in my mark, I did not opt for a special character, because I wanted it to be a little bit flexible so that it can be easily approved. Hey, Kaylin, how are you? So that's number two, right? Number two, that's what I did. Number two, after I did the research, number one. Number two, I attended the USPTO trainings. Number three, I part of the research was also research to see what other people are using the mark for, if they have the trademark, and I found none. I found zero. I searched and searched. I did all of those research. Took me about 3 months. Yes, it took a space of about 3 months to do that, because I wasn't sure if there was anyone in the waiting list to be able to publish that, or there's someone in the gap waiting somewhere. So that's why I waited for 3 months. So every single month, I make sure I go back to the USPTO website again, and I search for the mark. When I was satisfied that no one else was using the mark, and even if they were using the mark, they were not using it in the same way and mannerism in which I was going to use my mark, then I went ahead and I started the application. Yes, it was not easy. In the process of that, there were some words that I did not understand. And I was not as versatile as I am today with AI. So I didn't really know what to ask, AI to help me to do. So most of the things, I'll just copy them and I'll put them to Google, or I will go to YouTube to find out, all of that. And so I did the first application, and I submitted it. Boom. I submitted, and then it got to the point where I have to pay the money. Of course, I swapped my card and I paid. And I got the email. In the process, remember, you have to create an account. Of course, when you're shopping in any of the government sites, you have to create an account so that it is secured, and you have to go through third-party verification to be sure that it is yours. And one thing that I'm going to say to you here right now, if you ever want to trademark anything that you own, anything, because you can literally trademark anything. Your name, even your name, yes, your name, Megan Elland, can be trademarked. Yes, you can trademark anything as long as there's no other person who has that. Or you can trademark a special character. Maybe there's a special way you spell your Megan. Like mine, there's my name. The way I spell my name is not always common. I don't think you can find a Bridget O Michaels the way I spell my name. So I can get away with O Michaels, Bridget O Michaels as one phrase. You see what I mean? So check all of those technicalities and those little things before you proceed with your mark. Mind you, I am not an attorney. I did this solely as an individual. Yes, I did this as an individual, a businesswoman, someone somebody who is ready to own a mark, and I was ready to take the risk because I am a risk taker. I'm not a small thinker. I don't think small. When I want something, and I know that what I want is in the direction of my dream, I go for it. I am not afraid to go for it. Maybe being a woman of God helped me because once I know that I've prayed for about it, because the way I do my things is I prayed about something that I want in the beginning of the year, right? And then if the thing that I prayed for in the beginning of the year shows up for me in August, or it shows up for me in December, I am not going to go back and start praying for it again because it's already here. You see what I mean? Unlike some people, they will see continue praying, they will not fast, they do all of that. I don't have that kind of relationship with my own God. You see what I mean? Because I already prayed and boom, boom, boom. However he does it, he makes it happen, and I'm sitting in my front. So what I do a prayer of thanksgiving. I thank him so much. I thank God. I thank the universe. I thank me. I really thank God for the opportunity that is here. And then boom, I walk through the open door. That's how I live my life up until this moment. So you can catch that. You can borrow that if you want. Yes. And so I went ahead and I swiped my card. I took the risk and boom, I did. And when I did, now here comes the part where I said that this is where your dedication, your commitment, your persistence, your patience comes in. I don't know how to use swear word, so I don't swear. I was born in Nigeria and Africa, and grew up in London, and here in America, I don't know how to swear. So I just have to either zip my lips, drink water, and calm down and wait, right? And so I waited. And in the process, literally, like 3 weeks after I submitted the mark, I started getting all manner of phone calls, text messages, emails, and they were all spam. Because being someone who already do a lot of things, I submit contracts, I do all of that, and I have background in government. I always watch out for the emails because most of those emails that are going to come from the government should be giving me, they're not going to be saying .com. And so that's one thing that I use. Once I see an email that says .com, I have to really open my eyes to look at it again. You see what I mean? And so I started getting all of those spam emails and spam phone calls, but I knew that it wasn't anything to do with my mark, because when I applied for my trademark, boom, I got an email that says that there is a waiting period of up until 9 months. So for me to be getting all those phone calls and text message and emails 3 weeks after I submitted my mark, that was a huge, huge red flag. And so I didn't even bother. And here is the thing, 3 months after, I was driving on one morning. It was raining in the morning. I was driving. I live in Washington State. And then somebody called me with the actual USPTO customer service line. Did you get what I said? Somebody called me, the number that, because I saved the USPTO number on my phone, the phone number, as soon as I finished the application. Somebody called me straight from that same number. I'm looking at the number on my phone. I'm like, wow, maybe they need something. So I answered the call. Mind you, I'm driving, right? I answered the call. This is where the big temptation was. And when I answered the call, the first thing they wanted to know was, oh, I should give them some details, some information, and some things for me to know if I was speaking to the right person. Of course, I denied. I declined. I said, no, I'm not giving you anything. What do you want from me? Because I've already submitted everything you need to know. You cannot be asking me for any information, or you cannot be asking me for any money, because I already paid the money. right? And he said to me, the person said to me, "Oh, congratulations! I just want to let you know that your mark has been approved. But for you to get the mark immediately, because you are one of the few selected ones, because your mark was easy. So we decided to process the mark on time. So we will require additional money from you to be able to expedite that." That was a big catch to me. When I've already paid the money, why do I have to pay you on the phone? And so I didn't say anything. What the first thing I said is, if you can, that same thing, that because I said I'm driving. Everything you have just explained to me is good, but yeah, is it okay for you to send it to my email so that I can get that? So as soon as I stop driving, I will take a look at the email, and if it is necessary, I'll send you the money. And then he said, no, 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 no. That if I have to wait until he's sending me an email, then they will move the application. They will move that offer to the next person, because the USPTO, that's what I said, is very busy, and they have a lot of backlog, and they just wanted to do a couple of people some favor to reduce the backlog. I had a good laugh, and I said to the man on the phone, "Sorry, I am not giving you my card," because he wanted me to give him my credit card right then and then, so that I can take the amount of money. I think the money was asking me for was $575 to be able to process it expeditiously for me. And I said, no, send it to my email. And I refused to give him my email because the USPTO already had my email upon my registration. They had everything that they needed. So I didn't need to put anything else on the phone or even answer the conversation. The guy got, infuriated, and he said, "Well, I'm just going to let you know now. You just lost a big chance, and your application may end up staying like 2 or 3 years before it gets approved." I told him I will pass. I'll rather wait. And so he left. By the time I got to where I was going to, I parked the car and I went back to my application to be sure that the number that just called me was the same. It's the same. And I said something was fishy. What did I do next? And this is what you should do. It's not because I'm a cybersecurity analyst and I know a lot about cybercrime. That's not the reason. But I guess I would have done this anyways. And so I called the number that I have for them on my phone, that I reconfirmed that is the number. And I called. And fortunately, a lady answered my phone. And she patiently listened to me. And then the only thing she said was, "Miss Bridget, I hope you did not give them any money, or you did not give them any valuable information like your email, your social security number, or your address, or anything." And I said, "Nope, I did not give them anything. That I only told them that if they are sure they are from the USPTO, they should send me the information by email so that I will review it, and if necessary that I have to send the money, I'll send it to them." And the guy got irritated and got off the call. And that was when she started laughing and said, "I'm so glad that you didn't do it, because he said, for the past couple weeks, people have been using their own number to spam other people." Can you believe how smart people can be in this time and age that we are in? That they're able to use the USPTO number, the direct customer service number, against them. Why am I laying emphasis, to tell you all of this? Because I genuinely want you to succeed. I don't have anything to gain. We're not, I don't have anything. You didn't even ask me to do this. I just took it upon myself as a way to celebrate what I achieved by myself, to share with someone else, just in case you may want to be able to trademark something that you own. And that was it. And the lady now said, so I asked the lady, so what are they going to do to ensure that, callers don't get, bugged into this? Because if you see that the number is direct, is the same number from USPTO, you might be really convinced that it's from them. So it's, and asked, is there a way they're going to make a disclaimer or put out something on social media or anywhere so that people can know? And so she said that during the drop-in sessions that I told you that I attended a couple of them, that they were already addressing that issue to let them know that, look, USPTO will not call you for anything, they will email you. And so I waited. 9 months came to pass. And on the 9th month, January of this year, I actually received an email from the USPTO to tell me that they have an office action. That's what it's called. When they need more information from you, they will send you a request, which is an office action. And so I got the email, and now on the email, they advised that I should get an attorney, if I don't have one, to be able to help me with the next step towards getting my mark approved for the Girl Fix Your Crown. Of course, at the time, I didn't really know any attorney who can help with trademark. I called a couple that I see on the internet. I called a couple, scheduled with them, but most of them didn't want to take, like, in my coaching world or in my services, I offer a 15 minutes, a 30 minutes free consultation so that I'll be able to know if we are a right fit for one another. I do that complimentary. I don't make you pay. The only way that you pay me before I give you any services, if you are desperate, you are urgent, you want to pick my brain for something, I have a calendar invite for that, where you pay me from the time that we're going to spend together, because you are just coming to ask me specific things for me to help you develop a strategy to solve a problem that you have in your business or in your life. You see what I mean? And so I have that service, 15 minutes or 30 minutes. 15 minutes is a phone call, 30 minutes is a Zoom that I have, complimentary for clients. And so I thought, in the legal field, I'll be able to get that kind of service, right? I'll be able to get maybe 15 minutes or even 10 minutes or even 5 minutes with an attorney to be able to explain what I'm looking for, if they can help me or not, so that I can determine what is my next step. But I never found one. All the attorneys that I got, the moment I call them or I email them, the first thing to do is they send me their invoice. They don't send me a calendar. They send me an invoice to pay them their amount for their consultation. And you'll be surprised to know that out there, I didn't even get any attorney that was less than $1,500 for 30 minutes consultation. It was $2,500 or more for a 30 minutes. And that, they said, if I eventually then hire them, they would then deduct a part of it from my fees. How much is the fees? They don't know. It depends on how many hours it was going to take for them to respond to the office action. I wasn't frustrated. I was feeling frustrated. I was feeling it. I was really like, all my anxieties were coming in, like, did I have to do all of this work and get to this point only for me to be defeated? I said, no, that's not Bridget's way. I'm a go-getter, and I, I don't mind losing. I like to lose so that I can learn the lessons, but not when I've given it a good fight, right? Because I know that what you fight for, you get. I'm not talking about physical fighting, I'm talking about in life. Literally, what you fight for, you get. So if you are one person who is always out there fighting for a controversy, you are always against being open to ideas or being open to things that are going on or anything, so be it. Keep fighting. But I'd rather fight for something that is in the direction of my dream. That's why I'm not going to waste time to be fighting over things that I cannot control. I don't do that. I don't have the time to do that, because, hey, my time is worth more than money. And so I went and I started looking for other ways for me to resolve this. I said, because the reason why I didn't settle down to pick one attorney to pay them, because of that clause that they told me. They were not sure how long it was going to take them to respond to the office action. Therefore, They could not give me a direct quote. They only gave me an estimate. And that turned me off. And so I went back to my good old dating guy, which is Mr. Google. I went back dating Google again. Every night I'll stay up late, having my relationship with Google, really sitting down and having my date night with him just to know exactly what I need to do. At the end of the day, because I still have a 9 to 5, I had the access to the EAP attorney. I have totally forgot about that. And so I called, and then somebody gave me a 30 minutes of their time. The lady was so sweet to me. And she said, Bridget, I cannot answer all your questions because it's going to take more than an hour to do that. And I only had 30 minutes to ask that question. And she also told me firsthand, she told me upfront that she cannot help me because my company is I'm a sole individual LLC. So I cannot hire them technically. But he says because they do they're hired by big Fortune 500 companies. So I wasn't at that level where I can hire her. That's exactly what she said. And because there were a lot of protocol that involves. And she said for them, you have to drop a deposit, a large deposit. You have to have an account where you drop the money, and then they'll be taken from their account like an escrow account where they'll be drawing down from as they need. And so she didn't want me to go through all of that. But I was grateful for the chat that she gave to me because he expanded my and deepened my perspective on it. And I was more resolved to continue and not to give up on my mark. You know why? Remember in the beginning where I told you when I was doing the research for my Gulf Face Your Crown mark, how I saw a lot of people started the process and they gave up? I didn't want to be one of those statistics. I didn't want it to be heard that I started a process and I didn't finish. Let it be that I started and I was denied, but not that I woefully gave up just because I couldn't continue. All right. And so I went back and then I did exactly what it was. I printed out the office action, exactly what the USPTO wanted. I'm a girl of color. You can see I love colors. So I have color pens. I was just telling my government contract coach this evening that she taught me that how to use different color pens to highlight my procurements before I work on them. Hey, Marlene, I gave you your virtual flowers. I hope you got them. And so I highlighted everything that the office action was requiring me to respond to. And so here is what I did. I copied all of that and I put it on ChatGPT and said, say, hey, Charlie. I say, hey, Charlie, I have different AI, but at ChatGPT, I call him Charlie. I say, hey, Charlie, please, can you help me read and understand what this office action is asking from me? That's the first thing I did. And then when he did, he gave me all of this thing. And then again, I went and said, okay, can you now summarize it for me in simple terms for a layman, for someone who does not have legal background, for me to understand exactly what this office action wants. And of course, boom, 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 is put it out. But I was still not convinced. I still wasn't sure of what to do. But when I went to lay down and I said, I'm just going to give this response to God. Because it's only him, because I know that there's an attorney that is greater than an attorney. I know that he's bigger than any lawyer on earth. And I just say, Lord, I have to respond to this office action, but I need clarity to be able to do that. And that was it. 2 days after, I woke up in the middle of the night and I opened my computer and I started making my plan on how I started doing an outline of how I was going to respond to the office action. The other piece, I am not going to tell you the other piece, what I did, but I took steps. A total of the things that I did to respond to the office action were 8 steps that I had to take. One of them, I will tell you. One of them, because they said they wanted to see the trade, how I used the mark, I went and I created a business card in the brand name, which is Girl Fix Your Crown. I created the business card with "Girl, fix your crown." So if I already have my business card. I didn't need another business card, but I needed something to show as an evidence, isn't it? Because that's all they want. Everything that they're asking me for are evidences, and so I did. That was the first thing I did. I went and created a business card, and yeah, you run down to Office Depot. They can give you the same business card the same day. And I just did. I didn't want anything fancy. But what I did, I went to Canva. I know how to play around with Canva a lot. Hey, I'm not afraid. Just tell me what I need to do, and I'll go and be playing there. So I've been using Canva in my business for the past almost 6 years now since I started my business. And so I went and I played with it, and I designed a card, with exactly the colors that I like. And boom, I ran to the Office Depot, and they printed it for me. And in 2 days, I was ready to submit my office action. The office action was due April 30th of this year. That's when they gave to me to submit the office action. Well, if you are watching me, I'm happy to tell you that I submitted that office action April 29th. I put it in, I pushed the button, and I submitted it. When I submitted it, of course, during the office action, they gave me the name of a lawyer, the attorney who was going to be handling the office action on behalf of USPTO. So I wrote his number somewhere, saved it on my phone, printed out his email. I did attempt to email him twice because they told it's written under it that you can actually contact the attorney. I tried to email the attorney. But he never responded to me. And I said, okay, they're always busy. Hey, Marlene, thank you, thank you, thank you. I gave you your virtual flowers, but you have to go back to the beginning to grab those flowers. And so I tried to email the attorney, but I never got a response. So rather than be frustrated with that, I just went full long to do what I was convinced to do, because I was already convinced that I was doing the right thing. And so I submitted the office action, and of course, I got the acknowledgement that I received it back. But I wanted to be sure that somebody received it. So the following 1 week, I gave it a week, and then I called the USPTO direct line to find out if it was received. And I was advised that it was received and that the attorney had it. Now, I thought the attorney was a woman because of the name the name that was printed for me. I thought it was a lady, and so I was all the time I was calling the attorney a lady, until one morning, just before 6 o'clock in the morning, my phone was ringing. Guess who was calling me? The attorney. He was calling me on my phone, the same phone I used to register for the trademark. I flew out of my bed and I said, "Oh, hello, ma'am." And then he started laughing. Can you imagine? You're talking to the stranger, and I just say, "Hello, ma'am." And then he started laughing. And then he said, "You must think I'm a lady, right? I'm a man." And I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." And he said, "Oh, don't apologize. I have one of those kind of names." Okay. And then we just start chatting as if he knew me from way back. Meanwhile, this was my first time having a conversation with him. And he said, "I see that you have submitted your mark." And I said, "Yes. But I tried to contact you before I submit it, so that I'll be sure that I was doing the right thing and it was going to go into your mailbox directly." And what the first thing he said was, "Did you get an attorney to help you with the mark?" I said, "No." And he said, "Wow. Do you have a legal background, or you took a couple classes in law and things like that?" I said, "Other than that, I dreamt when I was younger, when I was a little girl, that I wanted to be a lawyer. That's all. I never really delved into any legal terms, except when I was buying my home or buying something that had to do with legal things, and I have to read the dotted lines. That's all." And I said, and apart from that, I love world history and things like that. And he said, "Okay." And I said, "But why did you ask?" He said, "Because you did a very pretty good job. You made my job easy for me." That's exactly what he told me. Wow. In my mind, I silently said, "Thank you, God. Thank you, Daddy. You got my back." You actually showed me that the earth is a lot and the fullness thereof, the world and all that dwell therein. Yes. And so, to cut a long story short, we got off the phone and he said, well, the process is that he will now looking through everything, approve it, and then the USPT will get back to me. I said, okay, thank you, sir. He left. And after about 30 days, I got an email precisely at the end of, I think it was May 31st, I got the email to say that uh, the attorney has approved my mark, but it's not going to be that easy peasy. I'm like, what again is wrong? What else is the next step? But because I went through all of those classes that the USPTO offered complimentary, I went to all of them. I knew what was the next step and the next step and the next step. Okay, I knew what the next step and the next step and the next step was, and so I was prepared. And then they told me that they have to now publish the mark in their gazette, in their official gazette, for 30 days until someone, come out to oppose the mark. If nobody objects to the mark, then it becomes mine. I say, wow, okay. How long will that take? It says it's going to be for 30 days. And when are you going to publish it? These were the questions I was asking. They said they were going to publish it June 3rd. So think about it. June 3rd, today is what? August 21st. And so June 3rd, I won't know. How will I? Am I ever supposed to know where it's published? I go to their site. All I can see is that I have my registration number. I put it there. I see the God Face Your Crown. That's all. Nothing tells me somebody is contesting it or somebody is taking me to court or somebody is suing me for using a mark. I don't see all of that. So I let the 30 days pass, and I never even bothered to be checking again. After that, I just didn't bother. I just left it. I said, well, it will take what it needs to take. I forgot about the 30 days. In the middle of July, something just made me, I think I saw somebody asking a question of how can they trademark their name or something. And that was what sparked the remembrance. And I picked up the phone and I called that day. And of course, that was my third time of calling the USPTO, the third time. And this gentleman that picked the phone said, I remember you, Miss Bridget. I'm like, how? He said, as soon as your number pop up, I remember that I spoke to you once, and I was really proud of the way you asked your questions, and you were really thorough, and you didn't waste my time. You really wanted to know exactly what you were looking for. And I said, oh, thank you, sir. And I said, well, I'm happy to tell you that nobody contested your mark. Your mark is approved technically, but what is going to happen is that it's not automatic. I'll have to wait for another 2 months before they can confirm in writing if the mark is mine or not. I'm like, what? But you already just said it's approved. He said, yes, but that's the process. I said, well, I've already waited up to this time and I will wait. Remember, January was the ninth month, right? Okay. And so I left again. I didn't do anything. On Monday this week, that's 2 days ago, something sparked in my mind. I said, hey, somebody owe me something. Somebody somewhere in this world owe me or something. And I was thinking, who is that? I said, okay, it's the USPTO. They took my money. It's almost a 1 year now. They haven't responded back to me. Let me call them again. So, but as soon as I picked the phone, I hesitated. The reason why I hesitated was, am I going to meet the guy who said he recognized me? And that would be my fourth time of calling the same person. I'm like, no, I'll be embarrassed. But I said, heck, and I called. When I dialed the number, this time around, the person I was expecting wasn't the one. This time around, it was not the gentleman, it was the lady who answered the phone. And she said, I see you have patiently waited for your mark competence this time. I said, yes. And I told her the reason for the call, that the reason I was calling was because the gentleman had told me that it was going to take a couple of weeks, about 2 months, for them to get that across to me. And I didn't know. And she said something to me and said, you really must be in sync with your mark. I said, why is that? He said, because tomorrow, which was yesterday, the 19th, no, yesterday was what? Yesterday was 20th because that's the date on the registration. He said tomorrow, which is Tuesday the 20th, is when it is already booked, that you are going to receive the email congratulating you that the God fix your crown mark is yours. I said, what? And then she said, can I ask you a question? I said, yes. Did you get an attorney to help you with your mark? I'm like, why is everybody asking me this question? And I said, no, I didn't get any attorney. I did everything by myself. That at one point that I would have gotten an attorney, she couldn't help me because she said I wasn't big enough technically to be able to hire their company's services because they don't deal with individuals. So I left it. And she said, wow. And she said, Miss Bridget, permit me to be the first person to tell you big congratulations. And not just a big congratulations, I want to say that I am most proud of you for the fact that in your brief story, when you're putting, because I had to put a little story in your mark, that you said that you are from a third world country and that you have traveled, into 3 different continents to be here in the United States. And now you're owning a mark in the United States. It calls for a celebration. And I want to be the first to say, well done. You know me. I couldn't hold back the emotions. Of course, the tears dropped down. Yes, the tears dropped down. I couldn't hold it because imagine a total stranger telling you that. I don't know her anywhere. She's never met me before. I was proud of myself. And for the first time, I looked back and I said, wow, it was worth the wait. It was worth it. And that's why, even though I started this live today by giving virtual flowers to the beautiful ladies out there in the world that are really doing things from their heart, like Marlene Paul, who is really, she's sold out in helping people. Anybody that I found that knows Marlene, they say, oh, she gives and gives and gives and gives again. I was talking to a lady yesterday when I was driving back home, and the lady was saying the same thing of Marlene. And I just laughed. And I said, yes. But I already made a determination in my heart that she was going to get the virtual flowers today because I was really going to call her out. So do you need something? Is that something that you're working through and you're stuck with your marketing and you're stuck with, not knowing how to send newsletters or how to do the blogs and things like that, and those little intricate things that you need to work your business? I'll happy pass you on to Marlene to help you do that. Because like I've said, I do not know everything. And the things that I don't know, oh, by the grace of God, I'm connected with people who can help you solve the problems. And that's why I always refer to myself as fully resourced. Yeah, I'm learning how to toot my own horn. But yes, I know when I sit in rooms with some ladies, I really, really appreciate the fact that I have these resources and I'm fully resourced. That there's not most of the problems that minority women have or minority businesses have or women have, both in their life, in their marriage, in their homes, their businesses. If I cannot solve it, I know someone who can solve it. So what community do you belong to? Who is in your circle? Who is in your community? Who can you make boast of? Who can you really say, oh, if I call on this and this and this, I can get this problem solved? What I'm talking about is you are not selfish or stingy. You can equally share some of the things that you are asking someone to do for you. That's what I'm saying. Not just taking from your community and not being able to give in return. So if you don't have money to give, what resources do you have inside of you that you can give in return? I'm making today's life extensive. It's long because I had to walk you through as step by step behind the scene of what I did to get my book trademark. And today, I have a free gift for you. I just didn't write the book. I also have the accompanying journal that comes with the book. And they are both on Amazon. So you can see why I had to own the mark. Because The Go Fix Your Crown mark is not just a mark for just anybody. It's not just, there. There's a reason for the mark. There's a reason for it. It's a movement. I mean, it's a movement of ladies that are really doing great things out there in the world. And tonight, if you happen to follow me on all my social media pages, you're going to be the first to read the press release that I have prepared just for you. Not only did I prepare a press release, you also get the opportunity, as because I'm celebrating, to get the ebook of this, the PDF version of this, the Kindle version of this for $2.99. This is where I really want you to give me my flowers. This is where I really want you to clap for me. This is where I really want you to let the drum roll. Because this book, the value of this book is way, way beyond $2,000. The value in this book. Because this is not just a book. This is a program. This is life-changing. And I'm saying that you get the opportunity in the next 48 hours only. Yes, Marlene is actually clapping. Yes, Marlene is actually clapping. You get the opportunity in the next 48 hours to grab this ebook. It's on Amazon. I've got the price reduced to $2.99. And if you give me a minute, I'm actually going to drop the link in the chat so that you can grab it. Because I am not playing, I'm not kidding. I mean every single word of it. You're going to get the e-book copy for $2.99. And if you want to be brave enough and take it to the next level, and send me an email at bridget@bridgetmichaels.com, here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you the accompanying journal, all yours complimentary. Did you get that? So you're going to get 2 ebook for just $2.99. But here is what you're going to do. I'm going to say it again. For the next 48 hours, I just dropped the link now. Just because I'm celebrating, I'm in a celebratory mood. Click on the link because we're going to I want all of us to go push this Girl Fix Your Crown so that it will become the #1 bestseller book on Amazon. So go grab your copy for only $2.99. And if there's anyone that is live right now who had just already clicked the link to buy it for $2.99, guess what? Why we are here, why we are online, and you send me an email at clientcare@bridgetmichaels.com in the next clientcare@bridgetmichaels.com, and you send me the email that you have already purchased it, or you send me a text message. And see, I'm making it easy for you. You just drop me a text message and say, just drop girl, GURL. I'm going to send you one, this, the ebook, and then secondly, you don't want to know what I'm going to do for you today. I'm in a good mood. I have a retreat that is coming up November 8th to the 9th. If you are live right now, just now, within this moment, I am here in any of my social media handles. The link is there to the retreat. The link is on the bio. The link is everywhere. Just Google it. You'll find it. It's www.girlfixyourcrown.com hashtag retreat. I'm going to give you 50% off the VIP ticket. You just didn't hear me. If you are online here right now with me today, just now, this minute, this is only good. This part of the promo is only for people who take action right now, right now, right now, this minute. I am going to give you 50% off the VIP ticket. Right now, the VIP ticket is $997. If you do one thing, two things. One, click the link, purchase the book, $2.99 on Amazon, the ebook. Send me an email at clientcare@bridgetmichaels.com with the word girl, GURL. I'll first of all throw in the ebook version of the accompanied journal to the Girl Fix Your Crown. So you have two for the price of one, or rather, two for only $2.99. And then, while we are here right now, and you actually purchase that while we're here, what I'm saying is, I'm going to give you 50% off the VIP ticket. All you need to do is either email me or text the word VIP. And I'll send that to you. Are you ready? Are you ready? I don't know what I touched and my video went. So that means I'm real. I'm a human being. You see, I'm capable of making mistakes. So I don't know what I touched in the process of sharing. The things that I want you to do. I touched the camera and the camera went off. So what I'm saying is, I'll say that again. And then, oh, thank you, Marlene. Thank you. So whilst we're live, just only today, I'm not gonna. That is for the 50% off VIP ticket. That's only when this live is on. That's why you see, even though I would love to get off this live, but I want to give you the opportunity to go do that. Number one, click on the link and grab the ebook of the Girl Fix Your Crown, because you are helping me to celebrate the trademark of the Girl Fix Your Crown. Secure your ebook copy and then text or email me the word GURL, girl, GURL, and I will send you this beautiful, look at it, it's colored. See, this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful journal that goes with the book. That means you get both the ebook and the ebook version of the journal for $2.99 while we are here. And then, if you now do those two things, and you go ahead and you text the word VIP to the phone number on the screen, 425-900-3881, whilst we are here, whilst I'm on live right now. So that means you only have like 5-10 minutes to do all of these things, and it's easy. I'm going to give you 50% off my VIP ticket. I know my team is going to be mad at me because I never told them I was going to do this. And hey, to make it even more interesting, if you have someone who is coming with you, you have a girlfriend, you want to say, no, I'm not going to come to this retreat alone. I got to grab my girlfriend. You better grab them right now and tell them that Bridget is doing a special promo on the VIP ticket, because the VIP ticket is packed with a lot of goodies. You don't want to know what you're missing. That's why I'm telling you, this is the best time for you to come hang out with me in the Girl Fix Your Crown circle, because I have so many things planned for you. Watch out tonight when I drop the press release, because I want you to be the first to actually read it and celebrate with me. Seriously. Because the Girl Fix Your Crown is a leading empowerment brand. This is what I wrote. For the ambitious women leaders and entrepreneurs who proudly announces that they are ready to change the trajectory of their lives. So are you one of them? Do you want to be in the circle that I just mentioned? The circle of women who can really help you solve problems strategically. A woman, one of my connects will just give you one play, just one play, one strategy that can make you money, that can help shift your mindset from where you are right now to where you want to be. Do you want to be in that community? Community where we really problem solve. We don't play, we're not playing games. We're saying, hey, your business matters to me. What you're going through in your life means a lot to me. So I am not going to put it aside and make it all about me. I'm going to focus about on you and help you win. That is the circle that I'm talking about, where we are building, actually building women up. And it's already taking place. People are already seeing it happening. A lot of people have already given me a lot of kudos. I was literally in a call with a gentleman, and he stopped me and said, Bridget, you have given me so much value for a woman of color. I've never seen any woman of color in less than a 30 minutes call. They give you real gems, complimentary. And he asks me, what is your cash app number? What is your what they call the other one? Your Vimo or your Zelle? Let me sow a seed into your business or into your retreat. Ladies, I was stunned because I wasn't expecting it. Because here is what I do. When I come into your space, whether you are booking a complimentary 15 minutes conversation with me or 30 minutes, I want to listen to you. I want to pay attention to you. I want to focus on you as if you paid me $1,000. And so I give you $2,000 value for zero. You didn't pay me. But I want you to go out there, use the strategy that I teach you to win. When you win, you cannot decide, oh my God, I need to actually hire Bridget big time. Or after the 15 minutes, you can say, Bridget, you've given me so much value. How can I work with you? I was telling one of my clients on Monday, I said, I do not chase, I attract. Because chasing always making me, how do you guys say the word? Because that's not my language. I don't speak that. Grinding and hustling. You will never hear me use the word grinding and hustling. What am I grinding? What am I hustling? I'm not a hustler. Oh no, I attract because I'm a spiritual being and I use the power of intuition that God gave to me to problem solve, and then I get paid. Period. So I know how to attract. So I'm not going to chase after anything. I'm not. I made up my mind long time ago. I'm not doing chasing because it's exhaustive. For how long am I going to keep chasing? I chase you, I make $20,000. I chase you, I make 50,000. I chase you, I make 100,000. Then I'll keep chasing. I'm chase you, I make one. I don't want to chase. I want it to come to me with ease and flow. Did you catch that? I want it to flow to me with ease and flow. And so, did anybody get it? Because I'm still waiting and I'm going to sign off in a few minutes. So if you know you want to celebrate with me, today's a big, big day for me. First, I gave you a step-by-step process of how I trademark the name, my brand name, God Fix Your Crown. So you know that the God Fix Your Crown is not a joke. The retreat is happening and it is real. The mark is a testament to it. And so watch out word when you see God Fix Your Crown becoming, in a global movement, a cycle of women who are really ready to quit playing small, and they are ready now to start playing bigger. They want to use their God-given voice to speak, walk into rooms, own the rooms, sit at tables, and take controls of boardrooms. They're in their broader communities making waves, and in their businesses, they're killing it. You look back and you see the signature on them. God Fix Your Crown. That's what I'm talking about. So if you're celebrating with me, run to that link, or you can just simply go to Amazon and purchase the ebook copy for $2.99 only. Sing this aloud. Let's make the book, God Fix Your Crown, the #1 bestseller on Amazon. You and I together, we can do it. Remember, we're changing our mindset. We're no longer just takers, we are also givers, right? Because action takers, they are money makers. So go take the action now. Grab the copy of the book, text the word girl to me, and I'll send you the accompanying guide, which is the planner. And then if you go ahead right now and text the word VIP by securing the Amali says, yes, we need the link. So this is the link to the God Fix Your Crown, where you go purchase, where I'll give you the ticket to go and actually see the ticket value before you so you have to text me the VIP so I can give you the special code for you to enter into the system to get it for $50 off, 50% off. 50% off. 50% for the VIP ticket. But you have to test the word VIP to me. And then here is the link to grab your ebook. That is the link to grab the ebook right now. So once you click on that link directly, let me drop it again in the chat, because there in the chat, but let me drop it again. If you click on the link directly, it should take you straight to on Amazon, where you actually purchase the ebook for $2.99. But you're not going to get the planner, so you have to actually send me a text message or an email at clientcare@bridgetmichaels.com, or better still, I just gave you my business number, 425-900-3881. Text GURL, GURL, to me, and then I will send you this beautiful planner, all yours. So before we go, I want to read to you what my mentor Paul Martinelli wrote as a foreword of my book. That anytime I feel I really need to hear something in my ears, I just go and I read that part out loud to me. So here is it, so that you don't think that I'm just making it all up. That's it, what my mentor wrote. I didn't write it. And it says, Bridget O. Michaels is a dynamo. That's how he started it. I'm going to put it through the screen to see if you can see it. Bridget O. Michaels is a dynamo. She's more than an overcomer, because she knows how to take the energy of belief and convert big dreams into reality. She passionately helps others do this, just like she has done for herself. Bridget is an experienced and proven manifester. Yes, ask the ladies. I cannot even count how many ladies I've helped them to manifest their desires, their dreams, what they want. And it says, you are going to love the way she takes you through her incredible story and shows you how to become a causative force for creating the life you want, regardless of the current conditions and circumstances of your life. Because you always hear me say, you are bigger and stronger and greater than your conditions, than your circumstances and situation. You know that little thing that is telling you that you cannot succeed? That little voice that is telling you, oh, but you know you are this and that. Who do you think you are? You are bigger than that voice. Yes, you are. And in case you need someone to remind you of that, hey, call me. You already have my business number. Call me. And she says, in the pages of this book, Bridget is giving you the timeless and universal tools that you need for the inside-out journey to having dominion in your life in the areas of money, mindset, and your primary love relationship. It's time for you to stop begging and learn how to effortlessly attract. And he says, Maya Angelou said, there is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside of you. So you know how I said that this movement is to help you women use your voice and be vocal. Because I know that the first thing that most women want is simply to be heard and to be seen. Even in their homes, in their marriage. I'm telling you, the first thing That's why you'll be wondering, why does this woman so care about this man? Why is she not giving up this man? Because maybe that man sees her and hears her. And I want, because I went through it, because so that you don't have to go through it. Yes. That's why I endured 18 years of abuse in my marriage, toxicity, and everything. I endured it like a Christian woman. Yes, I did. Oh, I did. And then I came out on the other side, and I'm here by the grace of God. And because I'm here, I am committed to help you go through it, so you don't have to do it again alone. And that's why I know that there is a story inside of you, and you have to start using your voice, regardless who is shutting you down. I once had a client. The reason she became my high level client for 12 months was because I was in a Zoom room and she was trying to talk, and because she was not as vocal as the other ladies, they were shushing her down. And I said, nope. I stood my ground, and I said she was going to talk. You cannot shut somebody up. No matter how stupid you think they sound, let them finish. Because everybody is a somebody, even a nobody. I'm going to say that again. Everybody is a somebody, even if you think they are a nobody. Yes. And so I stood my ground and said, let her speak. And because of that, she hired me. Maybe the other ladies didn't even know that that lady could afford the price that she paid me. She was paying me over $9,000 for the first 90 days to work with me. Yes, that was how much my one-on-ones were worth, back in the days, like 3 years ago, because I don't like doing one-on-ones. And after that, she went again and hired me for another 9 months. Yes. And every time she kept referring to how I made her feel valued, seen, and heard. So that's what I am trying to say to you. Come to the retreat. If you think you feel small, people always reduce you to that level of smallness. I promise you, I'm going to pour all my years of learning into you to really up level and transform your life. And I have a guarantee. If you come to the retreat and you don't experience what I'm saying, I give you back your money, no question asked. That's how much I believe in what I do. But you have to do the work and show me that you can do the work. Yes. It says, Bridget will show you how to be the hero of your own story and tap into your infinite potential to become a royal person whose life is an empire for good. That's my mentor. In case you know, my mentor is a multi-millionaire. And it's not just about the money. He commands room. For the longest, he was voted the #1 coach in the United States. It says, you were born to be a crown-wearing queen. The life you want wants you. That's what I always say. And it is found through your application of every life success principle Bridget is teaching in this book. This isn't just a few anecdotes from Bridget's life. She's giving you a formula for a rich, well-lived life. He said, for years, I have been privileged to facilitate the experiences of helping hundreds of thousands of people become aware of their infinite potential. Many of those go on to do the same thing for others. Bridget O. Michaels has done this powerfully. Grab the book so that you can read it for yourself. I know that I'm not teasing. And it says, be forewarned. Let me tell you from the unique perspective that my experience has given me. Bridget's story is inspiring, and it's up to you to decide what you would do with that inspiration and the dynamic teaching Bridget shares. It says, I want to suggest to you to play full out and set your intention to make the most of what you are learning here. Do more than read. Hmm. Take every opportunity that you are being offered. Engage in the content and engage in the community connections and further teaching and application that Bridget makes available to you here. You are worthy of your dreams and you are worthy of the investments you will make to see those dreams come true. Hold your image. Paul Martinelli, co-founder, the John Maxwell team, the Empower Living Community. I didn't ask him to write those things. I didn't. But I've worked with him for so long that he knows me and he knows what I can do. And he has seen a lot of the testaments. I've been to his home several times. So he knows. And all of that, I'm bringing to you at the retreat. So no wonder I really wanted to own the trademark so that I can put a stamp to it, because the God Fix Your Crown is not just a book, it's a program, it's a movement, it's a cycle. Plug in, because there's a surprise that I have not shared. I'm keeping that goodie until my birthday. For those who are going to purchase the platinum, there's a big surprise awaits you for this. And for those who are grabbing the VIP tickets today, you also will hear the announcement September 12th. Don't worry, the price is not, we're not going to get, you're going to get more value. More value. Don't worry. Trust me on that. So go grab your book and please share it. Share this link. Share it to all your friends, your neighbors, your frenemies, everyone, because we want to take the God Fix Your Crown to become the #1 best-selling book on Amazon. Can I trust you to help me do that? Can I trust you to help me do that? Can I really bank on you to help me do that? Because you know I'll do the same for you. I'll do the same for you. Yes, I will. And so, ladies, I want to say thank you so much for celebrating with me today. You agree with me that I spent an hour and a quarter with you just to celebrate the mark. And now I have to go share the press release so that you get to read, because there are different type of learners, some who like to read, some who like to watch, and some who like to just listen, right? So I'm going to put it so that it will be visible so that someone else can read the press release and see the story behind all of that. But hey, I'm a real person. And that's why I'm telling you, come to the retreat so that we can have real life conversation. And I'll give you all the step-by-step guide that you want, because the retreat is not anything that you've ever attended before, where you go, somebody will just tell you this, do this, and go. And then when you get home, all of that will go out of the window. I'm going to be holding you accountable, even up to be 90 days after the retreat. I'm going to be following up with your dreams to be sure that you're actually going on the journey to manifesting them. Okay? And you get plugged into a community. And so for those of you who you find it difficult to trust people, come, because I'm going to plug you into a community, a cycle where you can actually get to be in a place where you've always wanted to be, in a community of like-minded women who are genuinely lifting women up. Not putting them down, lifting women up. All right? And so I just want to say thank you so much for all of you who have been on all my social media handles today. To you on my YouTube page, to you on my Instagram, to you on my LinkedIn, my Facebook, my TikTok, I will say thank you. How will I say it in my local language? Uhalagbe, obeha, nagode, sanu, dalu, eshe. I've said it in how many languages now? And now in English, thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for celebrating with me. Please help me lead the torch. Take it far. Let's spread it, the movement, to every far and wide, so that every woman in the globe will hear about God Fix Your Crown. To your eyes, Queen. To your eyes. To your eyes. Thank you. Till I see you next week. Good night. Thank you, Marlene, for being here. Thank you, everyone who has been here with me. I really appreciate it.